What's up, VC? What's up, vinyl community? It's Dan hanging out with you. How you guys doing? Hopefully, you guys are healthy. Hopefully you are safe. Hopefully, you are doing your part in this war to prevent the spread of coronavirus, COVID-19, self-isolation. It's been kind of what we've been doing this week. This has been my spring break week. So I've just been doing a lot around the house, a lot of deep cleaning, a lot of cleaning outside. Getting the flower beds and all that stuff all worked out and cleaned out, and working the outside, playing some guitar, just kind of doing anything other than trying to watch the news, which I have been kind of obsessed with. I've been on the Twitter a little more than usual. Checking out YouTube for the wrong reasons. I've been pretty much, normally I'd get on and listen to a lot of stuff about, vinyl and music and guitar channels and stuff like that, but I've been really kind of laser focused on this COVID thing, so I thought I would spend some of my Saturday at least talking about some records, just some random records that I picked out of my collection just to talk about, maybe stuff I haven't talked about. Kind of randomly, and just some things that I don't show that often, and maybe, I don't know, just Random Rekkids. So this installment is Random Rekkids with Dan during his self-isolation. So, welcome. All right, so this is just 5 records I just picked out. Just kind of reached down and just grabbed a record. Didn't really pay attention to what I was doing. I kind of had an idea of what I was picking, but anyway, I want to talk about this one. Talk. All right, I know you guys have seen me talk about this band a lot. I love Talk. Talk is great. Mark Hollis was a damn genius. And as you can see up here, I have their first album, their debut album. It's called The Party's Over. And that's kind of a fitting record. Maybe I should have talked about that one instead of this one. This is The Color of Spring. This came out in 1986. Oh, this is fantastic stuff. This is where Talk broke off of doing like synth pop and started getting really into the art rock kind of thing. Art rock, art pop. Songs on here, Living in Another World. That was a song that you might have heard. The Amazing Life's What You Make It. Also songs on here like Happiness is Easy. And what else do we have here? Give It Up. I Don't Believe in You. Oh, man, such great stuff. This album would be the gateway album between synth pop and full-blown what they would later call post-rock, which they started experimenting with their next album that followed this one. And that album is called Spirit of Eden. So, and then they move into Laughingstock where they go full-on, like post-rock. So, you would hear hints and kind of premonitions of what would later become like Radiohead or other post-rock groups. So Talk, The Color of Spring, which is a strange album because these are fall colors. But it's Color of Spring, and it's springtime, and that's why I picked this record. I thought, well, you know what? We'll talk about some Talk. So this is an absolutely amazing record. If you get a chance, just stream it. See if there's a stream on YouTube. See what's going on. This is the repress. This is their reissue of this album. And I want to say this came out in like 2016 or something. So also there's an audio only DVD that came with this record as well. That had an extra song on it. So this is a great pressing. If any of you are on the fence about buying any of the Talk represses, the 2 that I have are absolutely phenomenal. I have this, and I have Spirit of Eden. I do not have Laughingstock yet, which really need to get that record soon. So before everybody buys it, and then it's like $300. So Talk, The Color of Spring. You get a chance, check it out. It's a great record. What else we got going on here? Okay, so we'll kind of get the new wave and the kind of that kind of synthy stuff out of the way. And we'll talk about a Christmas present that I had. I don't know. I'm not sure if I ever talked about this record. I'm not sure if I've shown it. But this is Joy Division and New Order and their album Total. So this is a compilation. This is 2 albums. And really cool artwork, of course, as always, you get from Joy Division and New Order. So this goes from Joy Division to New Order. There's a song on here called Isolation, which a lot of us are going through right now. If you don't know, Joy Division would later become New Order after the death of their singer Ian Curtis. So what you have here is this is kind of the highlights of Joy Division going into New Order. There are the big hits are on here from Joy Division, New Order, if you would call it that. She's Lost Control from Joy Division, Love Will Tear Us Apart, Isolation, which is off of Closer, Transmission. Then you get into like the standard kind of New Order stuff, which would be like Blue Monday. You guys know that one. Bizarre Love Triangle, True Faith. But my favorite song on this record is Ceremony by far. I just absolutely love it. I can't get enough of it. And you know, the fourth side of this record is really, really great. And the songs on it are World in Motion, Regret, Crystal, which is one of my favorite, Crafty, one of my favorite, and Hellbent. So if you get a chance, this record may be a little spendy. It hovers around, like, I want to say like the $30 mark, perhaps. But Total from Joy Division to New Order, this is a great kind of culmination of Joy Division into New Order. So good stuff. Great stuff here. Always happy and excited to talk about Joy Division and New Order. So you guys know I'm a huge like new wave synth pop guy anyway. Post-punk. I love all that stuff. So the next 3 Rekkids, all right, there's 2 that I haven't listened to those in so long, but let's go ahead and talk about this one. Rush, Permanent Waves. Guys, I picked this record up for a whole $1. Yeah, this was a dollar bin find. And the reason it was a dollar bin find, seriously, was just this. See this? It's kind of this problem here. Looks like maybe, I don't know if a mouse or something got into the crate of records. It doesn't have any smells of like mildew or anything like that. Look at me smelling this just smells like an old book. You know, I love it when a record smells like an old book and doesn't smell like mold and cancer. Rush, Permanent Waves. You guys know this one. Spirit of Radio, Free Will's on this record. I'm not really, guys, okay, so when I was younger, I really didn't like Rush. It's just one of those things. Got into Rush when I got older, and I really appreciated like what they did. You know, I didn't see the genius that Geddy Lee. I didn't see the genius that Neil Peart. I didn't see the genius of Alex Lifeson. I just didn't. So it's kind of sad. I kind of just dismissed Rush for a very long time, and a long time it was because of his voice. I just couldn't. I was like, man, these guys are really good musically. And I knew that, and I recognized that, but I just couldn't get over Geddy's voice. But something happened. I got older. I'm like, wow. You know, I mean, it's just one of those things. So, Rush's Permanent Waves. What a great record. And what a great album to find in the dollar bins. I asked the guy, I bought that at one of my favorite stores. And I asked the guy, I was like, well, it's like the cover. And I'm like, okay, that's fine. I don't mind. I don't mind a little thrashing on the cover. It's the record that really matters to me. So I wanted to show this record. It's a record I haven't really let absorb as it should. But you know what? My boy Brendan Van D showed it recently, and he got a freaking OG of it. And that's King Diamond's The Eye. This is not an OG. This is a repress, I don't know, 2016, 2015, 2017, something like that. This is before they started making all the King Diamond reissues into friggin' picture discs for some reason. Impossible to find Don't Break the Oath. Impossible to find Melissa. Impossible to find Fatal Portrait. Just a regular record. Why can't I find those? I should have bought them when I had the chance, but I was like, they'll keep making it. Nope. And then they started making the picture discs, and they've never looked back. Fortunately, I've got a hold of a lot of the King Diamond stuff that I want, but I'm still missing a few records. Anyway, the Eye is, it's like any other King Diamond record. It's a story about this necklace, the Eye. It's the Eye of the Witch. Killer song, killer stuff, killer album on here. I've listened to it a couple of times, but I haven't really let it soak in and absorb. But I was so jealous when I saw that Brendan Van D got an OG pressing of this, man. That was so cool. Yeah, so mine has a different center label than Brendan's. His is cooler because it's an OG. I don't know. You know how it is, guys. Sometimes it's just cooler to have an OG. I don't know. Especially like King Diamond. You know what I'm saying? Because somebody bought that, Brendan. If you're watching this, somebody bought that record that you... Oh, man, because they loved King Diamond. This album came out in 90. Who was buying records in 90? Not a lot of people. A lot of people were buying CDs by that point. So anyway, I got another record here. I've seen this one shown a lot in the VC. And I've listened to it a few times, but, to be honest with you, if I'm going to be 100% honest with you, after I bought it, I listened to it a couple of times, but I haven't let this one absorb either. But I know I love it, and I think right after this video, it's gonna replace this White Album that's sitting right there that I was listening to, because I've really been on that Beatles kick lately. So we're gonna switch things up a bit and talk about Heaven and Hell, Black Sabbath. I picked this up at a garage sale last year. It's been about a year ago, I guess, and there were some problems. A mouse or something had gotten into it, and I kind of had to cut these corner edges, which kind of stinks. But the record was in pretty good shape. Other than that, even the cover's not that bad. But Black Sabbath's Heaven and Hell, love this cover. Isn't that a cool cover? The angels smoking. It's kind of reminiscent of 1984 by Van Halen. Something about this just always caught my eye as a kid, and I always wanted it. And it was hard to convince Mom to buy me anything that said Heaven and Hell on it and showed angels smoking. You know what I mean? But the cover is not in the greatest shape, but the record itself looks really nice. It's got a lot of spindle usage, but man, it sounds good, and it's one of those records that's been played probably a whole bunch, but somebody actually took care of it. So, as you know, Children of the Sea is on this record. Also, Neon Nights is on this record. It's on the Warner Brothers label. So, Black Sabbath's Heaven and Hell. So it's just some random records, guys. I needed to, I guess, maybe blow off some steam. So thanks for watching. And, we live in strange times right now, my friends. You guys just stay safe. As Dr. Fauci says, keep washing those hands, guys. You know what I mean? Don't touch your face like I do, because that's all I do. I just sit around and I touch my face. Do it just all the time. I'm constantly, I'm like one of those, I bite the nails and I just touch my face all the time. So I'm trying not to do that, and it's proving to be quite hard. So you guys take it easy. Stay calm, stay cool, stay collected. Don't be like me, the guy who watches every single little update and is frantically checking the Johns Hopkins COVID-19 map. So you guys take it easy. Oh, man. You guys, you can't go out and dig them records right now. I don't know what you're going to do. You can't dig them records. So you're going to have to dig your own records. Just dig them. Go through and listen to the records that you haven't listened to in a while. Like Black Sabbath's Heaven and Hell. When's the last time you listened to that? If it's in your collection. Really? How long has it been? Has it been 2 weeks? Okay. Well, then yesterday, last week. Has it been 6 months? It's been 6 months for me. So I'm going to listen to this. So thanks for tuning in to Dan's Vinyl Channel and Random Rekkids. So you guys take it easy. Stay safe. Peace, my friends. Love you guys. Take it easy. Thanks for hanging out. Bye.